Well, trending this morning, believe it or not, is obviously Halloween. Today is October 31st, and we're sure every kid in the Twin Tiers is counting down the hours until they can run door to door, collecting as much candy as they can get their hands on. But after you get all that candy, you should get it checked out before you dig in. 5-Star Urgent Care in Big Flats in Ithaca is hosting its annual Candy Bag X-ray event. The event is free for parents and children to come on down and get their bags screened for any hazards that could be hiding in their candy.
Part of the Halloween safety, we want to offer the community an opportunity to have your Halloween candy x-rayed. So from 5 to 8 at all of our sites, we'll be offering this. So come on in and get some candy and have your candy x-rayed to make sure that there's no sign of any metal objects.
The 5-Star Urgent Care in Ithaca is on South Meadow Street and the Big Flats location on County Road 64. And some kids in Ithaca got a head start on trick-or-treating last night. Superheroes and Elsas took over the Commons as Halloween officially came to downtown Ithaca. The Greater Ithaca Activity Center and downtown Ithaca teamed up to host a Halloween parade and trick-or-treating on the Commons. Here are some photos from yesterday's event. Kids and their families met at the Greater Ithaca Activity Center yesterday afternoon, then paraded downtown, stopping by to say hello to seniors at the McGraw House. Then it was straight to the Commons, where downtown businesses opened their doors to trick-or-treaters, many having candy waiting at their storefronts. As you can see, I couldn't resist getting an opportunity to put my Halloween costume on. I was one of the many Elsas on the Commons, definitely a popular costume this year. Myself and Gabe from Z95.5 were helping out at GAC yesterday. Big thank you to them and downtown Ithaca for allowing us to be a part, and to all the families that came out. It was a lot of fun. And a lot of people dressed up like construction workers on the Commons, but they weren't there for the Halloween parade. They were laying the first piece of what the new Ithaca Commons will look like. The roof of the Bernie Milton Pavilion was raised early Thursday morning at the bank entrance to the Commons on Seneca Street. Up until now, all the work has been done underground, and this is the first piece to be placed above ground. Construction was delayed due to the accident on the Commons earlier this summer and some work from NYSEG, but it's on track to be completed by mid-2015.
So people are starting to see the end product now. It's been a long project and a lot of inconvenience to people down here, but the good news is, at least in this particular section, the underground work is done and it's all finished work from here.
Crews will be wrapping up construction for the winter just before Thanksgiving. Crew says as the winter weather breaks and it gets warm enough to pour concrete again, they'll resume work. But if there's work they can do through the winter, they will. And if you missed trick-or-treating yesterday in Ithaca, there's still plenty of more opportunities today, and the Arnott Mall is hosting their own trick-or-treating and have a few tricks up their sleeve. A zombie flash mob will be making its way through the mall later this evening. Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, and venturers of all ages have been invited to participate in the first annual Five Rivers Council Zombie Flash Mob. It will happen during the mall's existing open trick-or-treating time frame of 6 to 8. And the Scouts are encouraged to paint their faces and don their uniforms as they gather together at the Scout Shop at the mall tonight at 6. The group will then lurch their way to the food court at 6:30. And as you head out the door this morning, send us your photos of your pumpkin carvings or your kids all dressed up on their way to school. We'll be checking our Facebook page throughout the broadcast and try to share some of those this morning. And as always, write us on Facebook and tweet at us at WENY-TV with your thoughts on what's trending this morning. And if you haven't already carved your pumpkin, carve a WENY in there for special brownie points.